Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Oh, yes, indeed. I am the main plushie character. Oh, hello there. How did you get into my glorious, Oscars ain't got nothing on this? Well, good evening, laddies, lasses, and lasses. I'm so glad that you could make it to this ceremony where I am indeed the main character. Speaking of which, today after this show, we are gonna look into I'm the main character of people thinking they are the main character, but are wrong about it, unlike me. And we're gonna watch it together, have fun with it, and watch all these Karen-esque creatures just go bananas. Enjoy. Mwah. All right, let's see, baby. It's gonna be good. I also have caffeine because I'm old. Oh, so here we see a typical woman specimen sleeping on the plane, and she put up her feet with shoes above the head. Oh my god, I'm just imagining all the crusty dust on the bottom of the shoes just falling into the back of your hair. This is so bad. I hate people who abuse spaces on planes. It's the worst thing ever. I had a thing happen last time I was on a plane. Not as bad as this, mind you, but a dude in front of me flipped their seat backwards, so you have no space whatsoever, and then he fell asleep forwards. So he just put his seat down, so I was squished, and then he didn't even use it. Freaking butt bag. All right, I'm getting genuinely upset. Next meme, please. My school threatened to expel me for my cat collar. Even though I am half cat, I meowed uncontrollably for the rest of the day. And my claws came out. Your nails grew fast. Yeah, that's the kind of face you make when what part of the internet did I stumble into? I didn't know. Honestly, I doubt someone would pull you aside and try to threaten you with suspension because you wore a necklace or collar they didn't like. I mean, everything about this seems kind of just really manufactured. I'm gonna be honest, the outburst, the reasoning behind it, everything just seems very, let's create this scenario, be upset about it, and then, have a meltdown on TikTok. Great.
Just saw a TikTok that explained that when people said they backpacked through Europe, they weren't actually hiking and camping, but that they traveled with only a carry-on. Still reeling from this info. People who grew up rich, please confirm. I thought y'all were hiking through the woods and carrying a backpack with trail mix.
Train tickets are 15 to 20 euros, and hostels are 15 euros a night. It's pretty cheap if you don't bring more than a backpack. I did it as a working adult and spent less than 1k, flights included. Not like a rich person thing.
Okay, if it's not about you and didn't fit your specific life story into my tweet, don't respond.
Okay, I mean, sure, people sometimes in your reply make things about themselves that aren't about them. But in this instance, I would say that, it's just kind of wrong. They're just saying this is usually what backpacking means, which it is. Because sometimes on Twitter, you do get these interesting things happening when people make stories about themselves that aren't about them. For example, I remember one time on Twitter, I was posting something like, oh, I had this fond memory with my grandpa. And someone angrily responded that
this is so insensitive to people who struggle with memories.
And it's yeah, but then it's not about you, is it? It's a story about me and my grandpa. What the frick? So, sure, people do that sometimes, but this ain't it. This is just someone, correcting you that backpacking can mean something else. Which is the most common way I've heard of backpacking myself. Pretty sure backpacking through Europe means your clothes in a backpack and you're staying at hostels. That poo is cheap in Europe. Indeed, yes, it's like train walking around with a backpack. That's basically what it is. Oh my god, look at this main character. Oh, that is absolutely outrageous. See how they establish dominance over their fellow peers by just walking around shaking hands with everybody? Who do you think you are, little guy? Just being best friends with them? Oh, I want to shake the hand too, man. I'm really jealous right now. That's adorable. Ah, no. This is the only acceptable main characters, honestly. It's puppies and babies. They are perfectly entitled to be main characters of anything. It's perfectly fine. They could interrupt anything. It could be a critical business meeting with all the important shareholders and a puppy runs in and everybody's just "Aw, heck yeah. Wonder if I will ever meet someone whose experience of COVID was worse than flu. My oxygen saturation level was 58. If my wife hadn't taken me to A&E, I would have died within hours. I had blood clots in my lungs and bleeds or clots in my brain. Lost sight in one eye, hearing in one ear, feeling in toes. Flu? I haven't met you. Yes, I was due some luck at some point this year. This is such a main character syndrome in statistics. It can't be dangerous because I haven't met anyone. Nobody in my neighborhood has been mauled by a tiger. Tiger can't possibly be dangerous. Silly people.
Hey, if you post a transformation of your body, which just be happy in your new body. Just go off and be happy in your new body. We stop shitting on your old fat self. That wasn't a stupid person that you slapped and got into gear. That was a human being. I'm a human being.
Yeah, but it wasn't you in the picture, though. It was
and you
the same person.
Shrink your body to have value.
Oh, that's
and
sad.
It's like, please stop advertising to me. Please get off my fucking For You page. Look, like, there's enough space for that. I don't want it. How many times do you have to report and say not interested to your transformation videos to be left alone?
Aw, this is kind of heartbreaking in a way. I mean, I don't think it's the, poster's fault that the algorithm is pushing things to you. That seems more like a thing with TikTok because it knows it gets engagement. There are like multiple things with this that just rubs me in a weird way. Like the first is obviously that I feel kind of bad for her. If you have this kind of response to social media and people posting, I'm assuming it's like workout progressions, you should probably not be on social media. This doesn't sound like it's a good thing for you and it's striking something very sensitive. And the second part of it, it's not really about you. People are allowed to change their life however they want to, and if they feel good about it, that's perfect. They are not shaming their old self, at least I would assume so. They're celebrating whatever they achieved. It would be the same thing with someone who, for example, got through an education and be like, oh, I'm so happy I got this degree. It doesn't mean like they're crapping on their own self before they had that degree, it's just they're happy that they achieved it. Same thing with these transformation, before, after. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are plenty of aspects with fitness culture that are quite toxic and fitness influencing. For example, the lack of transparency with how many people are actually on steroids. You have plenty of influencers that are like, oh, look how buff I am with all these muscles, just buy my program and eat rice and chicken and you'll look like this in a year. It's like, no, it's not true. But on the other hand, fitness is incredibly rewarding. If I were to give a few tips to like young people watching that you should start with as early as you can, basically, is workout on the regular. Doesn't have to be anything insane, but like, hit the gym a few times a week, go for a couple of jogs. It makes a massive life difference. Some people aren't able to because of other aspects of their lives, but striving for that is a huge life changer. Reading books and wasting less time on your phone. I sound like a boomer with these tips, but these are like amazing things that I wished I had started doing way sooner. And I suppose for me, I started in the other end of the spectrum. When I was younger, I was always very, very skinny, like pretty much underweight. I was super pale, I had an iron deficiency in my blood, and I was very weak. I got sick all the time. And then after puberty at some point, I started working out, I got in shape, I started eating better, all that kind of stuff, and my life freaking changed. I was no longer sick all the time, I had physical strength, I started becoming more confident, not only because of that, but of course, it plays a role. And just all the kind of benefits that come with it, in addition to just feeling better, being more energetic, all that kind of stuff. So, I don't know, I think this is a sensitive topic to a lot of people, and I think it's that kind of thing where you should celebrate the positivity and people that manage to make a change, but not shame the ones who doesn't, because it should be a positive if it happens, but it shouldn't be like a grounds for bullying. But if you feel this way about seeing workout content on social media, and if it really has this impact, you probably shouldn't be on social media. I'm gonna be honest. Social media is a weird place, and taking a break can be nice.
Me waiting for you to finish your story so I can tell you my story, which is better because it has me in it. X, oh my god. I'm only putting up with your boring story so I can tell mine afterwards.
I swear to God, it feels like I've done this at some point. I feel bad about it now. But sometimes people are really bad at telling stories. I'm sorry, okay? It's not personal. It's just, oh no, am I a main character? Oh dear God, no.
Oh, look at this quirky little drunk people. Look at me, I own this place. Whee! Bam.
Ah, that family dinner has seen better days. But it is okay, she's the main character. These NPCs won't even be upset as long as you have enough charisma and just tell them, it's no problem. And just go away. It's like a video game. Haha! Paul McCartney poses on Abbey Road crossing. Car refuses to stop for him. Who does this guy think he is, Paul McCartney? The driver, probably. That's so funny. Who do you think I ran on road? That is so good. What he did with that water was some straight up hater poo. It's stealing the... What? And it's just, oh my god. What a poo dog! And it's just... No one else can have water! No! This dog is absolutely horrible. One part of me loves it, another part of me absolutely despises it, and my feelings are very confused. it's not always ghosting.
So you ghosted me?
No, I did not. Your conversation skills were below par, and I carry the conversation all the time. You are nonchalant, inexpressive, and your idea of taking an interest in me was constant.
How was your day?
Having a conversation with you was not mentally stimulating. I didn't ghost you, I just stopped entertaining mediocrity.
Wow.
Jesus Christ, I can't even tell who the main character is in this, my god. I mean, to be fair though, it's not ghosting if like the other person just doesn't engage in the conversation and you just stop trying. I suppose that isn't really ghosting, but oh my god, like Tinder posts on social media are always wild.
This is Heather. She thought there was a damn circle, but they were trying to take a picture.
Oh god, no. No. And she just keeps going. Oh. If you have any sense of shame, this is the kind of stuff that you have like antisocial nightmares about for the next 5 years. This is stuff you think about when you try to fall asleep at 3 a.m. Oh.
It's a sad day today. Someone put a password on all the computers.
Okay.
Probably did it after seeing the video I posted of him playing.
Uh-huh.
No more coming to Walmart to let him play his games. I don't know who you are, GeForce, but you broke a kid's heart.
You think GeForce is a first name? I mean, you know, the best part about it is I don't even think they did this because of you. I mean, even if, you know, going like that and just taking advantage of the gear is a little bit odd, I don't think it was because of that. A comment explains it better than I can. I don't know who you are, GeForce. It's pretty funny. It's the NVIDIA GeForce Experience app that's installed on retail demo units that have NVIDIA graphics cards that show their graphics capabilities and hardware that's on the computer. Demos and password change and settings have to be reset. Walmart and NVIDIA don't care about this kid using these to play Roblox Lamau. You think the entirety of Walmart changed their policy because your kid played Roblox on TikTok? Alright. Look at that tiny boy with a super big stick. He's gonna take up the entire road, yes indeed. Leave away! It's the real main character. No one else of you NPCs have anything to say about this. Oh my god, look at this alpha Chad dog. Look, even the other dogs have to make way for it. My god, this is just dominance, isn't it? The biggest stick means the biggest dominance.
Ah, look at that dog. It has a stick.
Is it trying to steal a stick? Get him, boy! Oh, no, okay, they're just playing. They're just sniffing butts and stuff. You see, everyone wants to sniff your butt if you have a big stick. That's today's wholesome lesson about life. Rip ankle? At least he's trying to like, okay, well, no, he's back to slapping people with a stick. All right. This is kind of nice in a way, because you can just walk behind your dog, and everyone will make way for it because nobody wants to kick the stick of this adorable dog carrying its stick around. But you just have the entire road to yourself because you don't have to worry about anyone else bumping into you. This is really smart. I like this. It's really smart because nobody could get mad at the dog. Main character parks where they want, namely an exit to a car park in a hospital.
Look at that. This spot is all for me. Who could possibly want to go through this little bottleneck outside a hospital? Nobody, according to me.
There are like two distinct places in the world where some people, a certain part of the population, just lose any wit they had to them. It's in traffic and it's on the internet. I don't know what it does to people, but it just induces some kind of rage and offensivism that I don't understand. It like enables some kind of temperament that I don't think was sustainable in nature.
In a room full of art, I would still look at you.
Okay. So, a child looked at you, acting weird in front of the camera for a couple of seconds, and you turn it into like a super intense compliment for yourself.
Oh my god, look at me in the museum, but I'm the real art piece.
Have you ever spent time in humanity before this? What? I mean, do you really get so few compliments from other people that you have to like, I don't know, make it up for yourself? You're basically complimenting yourself by filming a video of like non-expecting bystanders. That's what this is. It's so weird.
Anybody feel like pregnancy came at the wrong time due to others around you having a baby at the same time? Feeling really disappointed because of this reason. I'm so sad I'm not as excited and happy for my first baby because other people had to ruin it. It's not fair. I just wanted to feel special, but I definitely do not. It makes me feel hatred.
What on earth is wrong with you? You're unable to feel happy for your firstborn because other people happen to get preggo at a similar time interval? If you have friends at a similar age, that's probably gonna happen, fam. you know, it's pretty normal stuff. Most people view it as a positive thing because like,
Oh gee, Courtney, our kids can play together and our friendship can go down in generations.
it's a good thing. God! I took my kids to their favorite YouTuber's house and then oh God. No, come on.
Oh, stop it right now!
Are you serious? These moms don't acknowledge that, like,
Hey guys.
influencers or celebrities are like human beings who might have, you know, privacy in their own house.
Yeah, I'm just filming a video right now. What? Like, I'd be more than down to take pictures like right after this.
Seriously?
Yeah, literally,
How
just
long?
like
He's very de-escalating though. I would probably have been
45
harsher.
minutes.
I feel bad for the kids.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going
That's
to
the
see
most
lights.
awkward thing. Like, if it was only an adult showing up at my front door, unannounced, I would tell them to F off, or I'll call the cops. Like, that is so inappropriate. But if there's kids there, that makes it so awkward, because you don't want to yell in front of the kids. That's like, oh, it's such an awkward thing. I don't like that. That is horrible. That is horrible. Here is something that is a riveting take. Just because someone makes public content does not make you entitled to their private time or like invading their private property. Like, don't do it. Jesus. It's like when they're on camera, they're working. When they're at home, it's their free time as a private individual. Like, it doesn't give you the right. What the frick? What? These people are wild. Climate news. Couple contaminate drought-stricken town's water supply by dyeing waterfall blue for gender reveal.
You see, this is the LGBTQ agenda. The gender is ruining society.
Well, maybe not. I'm assuming these kind of people are not the same demographic that would. Anyway, this is very, very silly. What did you even use to dye the water? Like, I'm imagining if you use food dye or something, it's hardly poisonous, but what on earth did you use to contaminate it? Like, this is just bad on so many levels.
Hello, everyone. This is Donald Trump. Hopefully your favorite president of all time, better than Lincoln.
Trumpy-wumpy.
Better than Washington.
Okay.
With an important announcement to make. I'm doing my first official Donald J. Trump NFT collection right here and right now. They're called Trump Digital Trading Cards. These cards feature some of the really incredible artwork pertaining to my life and my career. It's been very exciting. You can
So
collect
he's basically an NFT Pokemon cards of himself.
or other collectibles. Here's
Oh,
one of the
Trumpy-wumpy, why?
best parts. Each card comes with
Don't you
an
have enough
automatic
money?
chance to
Why
win
do you even need to
amazing
do
prizes
this?
like
I
dinner
don't
with
get
me.
that.
I
Like,
don't
with
know
all
if
the
you
NFTs and
can
past this stuff, I don't need to watch more of this. Jesus Christ, embarrassing. Like, that's what I don't understand. With every single, like, NFT pump and dump scheme I have seen ever, it's always someone that already has a pretty decent chunk of money. And then, like, they do it... Why? You're at the point where I don't think you need to scam people to make money. Fam, come on now. Jesus Christ. Nah, being American is the best flex. As much as they pretend to hate us, they love us. We're the celebrities of nations Lemao. We're the main characters. Oh my god. I mean, you do see some of that stuff around the internet though. When, for example, like r/world news, and it's like, okay, it's American politics. That's it. Singing on a train full of angry people. Oh, I think that was my spine. It's the cringe. That was the pain coming out. All right. What exactly do you mean, angry train? Like an everyday train where people are just kind of meh about life in general? Yeah, that's just a train. Follow me before I become famous at Instagram. Nah, I'm good, thank you. I mean, to be honest, I probably wouldn't really care even if you were already famous. Just gonna put it out there. I'm old and bitter by now, okay? It's fine. Okay, here's someone filming. What exactly? Have they turned the camera on? Oh, there we go. Okay, so they're filming like the rocket takeoff thing. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty badass shot. Look at that. Wait, you turned the camera around. What? Wait, but aren't you supposed to film the thing happening? Why are you only filming yourself?
Look at the link to that thing.
Can you imagine sending this to a friend? This is the video of me reacting to the takeoff. Okay, but where's the takeoff though? No, it's my reaction. But like reaction content, if you want to go that route, also implies at least showing the actual content and, you know, commenting about it and talking about it. Think of it as a report. You don't report on the news by only showing yourself and not mentioning the news. She's still filming herself. I'm losing my mind. I don't even know what she's reacting to. Can you imagine me doing this with memes? That like instead of actually showing the memes and voice acting over stuff, I would just like have the camera on me the whole time and just read things that people can't see. Haha, people be like, vajonk. Haha, that was a funny meme, right? Next one. Bampaduppi. Oh, that's a good one. Next one. So, it doesn't make any sense. Why would you do this? I'm losing my mind. Yeah, Golden Park. Oh yeah, it's parking in a really unfortunate spot. And also, yes, hit the CEO. Yeah, Alpha Sigma grindset. Gotta buy an expensive car and be a butthole. That's the alpha way. One thing I've noticed though, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but so many of like the alpha mindset people are just like people who go into public and be like complete buttholes, and no one really has the time of day to like deal with it, so they just kind of run around doing their thing like some weird toddler-esque person. It's not alphaism. People are just tired of you. There's a difference.
What, you mean my face is ruining your shot?
They wanted to see me in the shot, not
Behave yourself.
I'm just saying.
What school?
I think this original starts a little bit sooner
Watch this fitness
than this.
influencer kick off at a stranger. He's completely ruining her live stream.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, he comes in and sits down. Okay.
Morning run, so I just run 5k today. So I've been eating healthy, staying hydrated.
All right. This is riveting. Nice. And he comes to sit down in the public park. And she's like, "What? That is outrageous. How dare you walk into my studio, good sir? Ah, don't you know I'm an influencer? Holy po." Oh my god, I'm honestly surprised that both of them even care enough to make an argument. I'm gonna be honest, like either you just ignore each other and go about your day, or the other person just gets up and be like, yeah, whatever, and goes sits on the next bench. Or she just angles the camera a bit differently if it's such a big deal having someone in the background. Like, I am surprised anyone cares enough to turn this into an argument. And speaking as someone with experience as a professional internet content creator, I have recorded videos outdoors. You know how I do it? I go out into the woods and I turn on the camera. If there happens to be people around, I usually find a different spot. I've done that many times. One time, I actually had a whole daycare of puppies that came into the woods at the same time as I did and was like running around me making noise and stuff. It was amazing. You know what I did? Did I get up and yell? Was I super upsetty spaghetti? No, I took a break and appreciated the dogs. It's not that big a deal. If you record stuff in public, you will have the occasional interruption. It ain't that big a deal. It's fine. And I mean, honestly, in this shot, if you're that concerned about not having people in the background, just walk 10 meters to the side and have the grass in the background instead, because most people don't walk or sit on the grass. So like, there you go. It's an easy solution. It's so easy. Oh God.
When you walk past a couple and the man doesn't even glance at you, men take notes.
Because obviously every man she encounters is attracted to her.
Oh my god, I can't help it, I'm the main character. And it's like all the roads lead to me because I am Rome. Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Great. You know, I just imagine waking up to this at 7 in the morning on a Sunday, hungover and with a headache. And this is what I'm greeted by. No like peaceful bird songs or just the sun slowly rising over the horizon. It's TikToks. Yeah, TikToks.
I want to be able to stop my boyfriend like this when he's trying to fight. Oh my god. This is why I want to date a gangster drug dealer. I want to be shouting, babe, look at me, don't shoot him, please.
Ah yes, the Hollywood aesthetic. Being in a relationship within organized crime. Isn't that just a quirky little trait for everyone to aspire? You know, until someone, I don't know, gets shot or is in jail or something like that.
But it's a quirky aesthetic. Oh my god, it's so dreamy.
Weird goal to aspire to. I knew this girl who wanted to have a handsome boyfriend with cancer so she could have a cute relationship with him, like in the movie The Fault in Our Stars or A Walk to Remember. She would say it so openly and casually. It was so odd. People think their life is a movie. Like, what the hell? When the priority is about the aesthetic and how something would look on film rather than just being happy in your life and having, you know, a good relationship and not wishing cancer on your partner because it would be a fun aesthetic like in a movie. Dear, what? You know, I have a pretty good job reading memes for a living, but like sometimes it makes me doubt the success of humanity long term. What a cutie! Oh my god, it's outrageous, look at that. It's charged the field and it's distracting the players. Oh my god, it's such a good boy. Oh my god, it wants all the pets. It's such a good boy. Oh my god. Screw the game. Nothing is more interested in this good boy. Oh, it's just frolicking. Oh, it's so good. It's charging the field. It's gonna do a touchdown or whatever game this is. Oh, that's beautiful. Yes, indeed. Go sports. This is one sports game I can get behind. What sport is this, you say? It's a dog on a field, and then you just enjoy it, you know? You understand about as much of it than you do with normal sports. You know, it's about the same, but at least it's cute. Oh, now they're getting it off the field. Oh, okay, fine. I guess we'll watch the sports then. Whose dog even is this? I don't even know who the dog belongs to. Best little like intermission break ever. That's beautiful.
Not everybody wants to be a butcher because of me. Now, if you ask a kid, they want to be Salt Bae. They see me as an idol. I'm an inspiration to a lot of people in a very short period of time.
Yeah, you were a meme 5 years ago. I don't know what this is. It keeps popping up everywhere on social media now, and none of it is like natural. It's just so weirdly forced. Is that the character they're trying to create, maybe? Just like being really needy for attention. I mean, that would add up with a lot of like TikTok kids nowadays. So like, yeah, whatever.
This guy.
Wait, are you filming yourself in the locker room? Where people are like changing and being naked? Yeah, I don't think that is legal. Like, you know, filming in public spaces.
Still in progress.
You're filming people in the locker room. Like, you know, it's, you know, filming in public spaces and all that kind of stuff, but I don't think this falls under the same category of instance. I'm gonna put that out there. Grader's Ice Cream, giving you what you need today.
Hello! It is hashtag Ash Wednesday. Thousands of Cincinnati Catholics fast and certainly don't eat ice cream or appreciate your ice cream ad on this particular day. Didn't realize that Graders is anti-Catholic, but I'll remember that next time. You're the same kind of person who would see a gay couple and say like, "Ah, that's so anti-straight. They're trying to come for us." It's like, no, there are more people in the world that aren't fasting that just enjoy a little bit of ice cream. It ain't that deep, fam. On one side, though, this person should be pretty happy because if this is their main concern on this day, that there is an ice cream ad somewhere in town, then they have a pretty good life. If this is like the problem that has to take up the time of their day, that must mean you have a pretty good life. Congratulations.
Yo, what the f*** is up, TikTok?
Oh, that's so obnoxious.
I'm here with my boyfriend of 3 years. I think...
Can you just shut the fuck up, please?
That's crazy.
No, not particularly crazy. I'm just glad it was called out. And was he also trying to make the joke like, you know, aha, this dude here and gayness. Ooh, what a throwback to like 2007 gaming lobbies. Gosh darn. But we have to normalize this, just like calling out really obnoxious stuff in public. Just like, stop, you suck. Or just ruin the TikToks. Isn't that better? If we just have like weird little noisy devices just make cringy noise or like fart pillows, and as soon as someone tries to make a TikTok, just that's amazing. We have to normalize that. Free fart pillows for the people.
POV! You're the main character in your small, boring town full of people who dress, talk, and act the same. I am the quirky one. Everyone else is so boring. I'm the main character. They're all NPCs.
I can't believe this was posted like unironically. TikTok is... I'm not sure if TikTok is destroying the youth or if it's just like really good at showcasing the most stupid parts of it. Because, I mean, I remember doing stupid stuff as well when I was a teenager, but at least it wasn't immortalized on some stupid app. God. Wait for it. Oh, what are you doing? No. This does not seem safe at all. Like, even if you have control, all it takes is one person falling over in front of you, and they get smacked. Okay, that was a good ending, though. That was satisfying. But like, that's the thing. Even if you have full control and can dodge, you know, inanimate object, sooner or later, someone is gonna be surprised, jump to the side, or fall in front of you, and everyone gets hurt. Like, this is so stupid. Stop. This girl at Starbucks yelled across the place, "That's enough ice!" And the barista yelled back, "This isn't your order!" Oh my god, when you try to correct someone and it's not even about you. No, oh. Walking until I get noticed by any designer. Does that actually happen outside of movies? Like, I'm not sure. I don't think this happens in real life. I don't think it does. I'm gonna be honest, fam. I think you watch too many series and movies, you know? When I do deals and stuff like that, it's not like I'm walking on the street and someone's like, oh my god, you're the click? Do you want to do an ad read for a company? And I'm like, yeah. That's not how it works. It's like contacts and emails. It's not as smexy in real life.
This is how to not approach girls.
Oh, it's this one. Oh, this one has been roasted all over the internet for the past couple of weeks. Oh. I swear to God, this weird trend about posting things on TikTok, like,
can you imagine this person looking in my general direction at the gym in a public space?
Did they touch you? Did they say inappropriate things? Were they creepy?
No, but they kind of looked in the general direction.
Okay, we're gonna move on to the
Oh my god, people don't have real problems anymore. The world is too good. We need to create more problems so people worry about stuff that matters. Look at that. Stare counter. You've taken the time to edit a stare counter? And at the same time, I mean, obviously, I would kind of look over as well. If I see someone staring at me through a mirror while talking into, like, their microphone while filming everything, I'd be a little bit weirded out, too. I'd be like... Oh, look at that. This is very serious. Avoid weirdos like this. Wait, he's going to jail for staring at an underage 21-year-old. Do you know what underage means? What do you mean underage? I am a child adult. It is a very rare condition. And maybe that's just TikTok. Maybe that's the condition. This is so weird. Why would you go out of your way to claim that someone is like a harasser and a creep and something for nothing else than looking in a general direction for a few seconds? Or just coming up and being like, hey, you need help with the weight. Like, don't get me wrong. There are lots of weird people at public spaces that will grossly invade people's private space and not take a hint. Like, that stuff is overbearing and it's not okay. But I don't think this is it. And this trend, I've even seen other clips that are the same way, that are even worse than this. It's just like, oh, someone may or may not have looked over their shoulder at the gym in my general direction. Ah, harassment. This trend needs to die, man. This trend needs to die.
Are you the sensei?
I am the sensei.
I'm here to challenge you for your dojo.
No, you're not going to challenge nobody.
I'm going to challenge you for your dojo.
Oh, dear God, no, no.
Are you serious?
You know who I am?
Oh.
No, I don't.
I'm a former All-Valley 3-time champion.
Yeah, I doubt that.
I have nothing to prove, bro. I've been a professional fighter.
Are you showing fear?
No, I'm not showing fear. I'm showing...
You're showing mercy.
Y'all need to get the fuck out of my dojo.
Oh.
Respect, sensei. I want to challenge you for your dojo.
Are you expecting me coming into my dojo like this? Get the fuck out of here. You think I'm playing with you guys? Get the fuck out of here.
I'm a former All-Valley 3-time champion.
Who the hell you think you are, bitch? Get out of here. Get out of here.
We're just doing a YouTube video.
I don't give a f***. We'll put it on YouTube. You probably never ever trained before.
I trained for me young.
Oh god, it's so disrespectful, man. It's so disrespectful going into the dojo of a professional who's been doing this basically their whole life and who is a grandmaster and just be like, I'm gonna challenge you for a TikTok. I am so disappointed it didn't actually floor the boys. That would have been so entertaining, because I have done martial art myself for many years. I haven't done it in recent times, but I did for quite a while, and it is impressive what a grandmaster can do. I remember we had this one guy who came over from Japan, when we had like a training camp basically over a weekend. And he was this small dude. He was like a 65-year-old Japanese gentleman. And he can't have weighed more than, I don't know, 55 kilos or something. And the first thing he did is that he got the bulkiest freaking Swedish champion up on the floor next to him and be like, okay, try to stop this. And after 2 seconds, our champion was like on the floor screaming, basically. And it's like, oh damn. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with this dude, like he's tiny, but holy shit! So I'm a little bit disappointed that that's not where it went, because I think that would have been really fast and very entertaining, but maybe it's better for the safety of these annoying TikTok people. I'm a bit disappointed though, it would have been a good lesson for, I think, everyone.
Every period of history had men who conquered the known world. Men with undeniable superiority over their peers. Names spoken across the globe. These men owned culture. Genghis Khan, Attila the Hun. You are witnessing the modern-day equivalent in his prime. Andrew Tate.
You mean Genghis Khan of Twitter? I'm not sure. Is that a good... is that a good thing?
Throwback to this time I went to Fiji in January 2022 just before my birthday, and I was literally the only person on the whole plane. I was flying from Sydney to Fiji on Virgin, and when I got on, they're like, you're the only person.
That is
the only
amazing.
person on the plane. The captain came and sat next to me and talked to me.
Just on my private jet.
That is so good!
I like literally have the whole plane to myself. I'm the VIP.
I have never seen this happen before.
It was so wild. This guy was my flight attendant. He just gave me whatever I wanted. Gave me a whole thing of snacks. Filled up my champagne.
Look at
every
that!
time
He's
it
got a
got low.
bucket of snack.
I had already booked business class, but I would have gotten it for free if I didn't anyway. It was just such a strange and weird experience. That's my luggage because I was the only person on the plane.
Fun
so
luggage coming out
it's just
rolling.
there by
That is
itself.
so good. That is so good. When you are literally the main character, it's not even a meme. This is amazing. I would love to experience something like this. That is so cool. And like when you meme with like the flight attendant stuff, like, hey, when you're... It's so good. I think the one experience I have that comes close to this was when I was doing my final exam in university. Because in Sweden, in most universities, I think, there is this standard that if you only have one exam left to graduate, you know, because you missed the original, and it's X amount of month until it naturally occurs again, so to say, you can request a special examination because they don't want you to just hang around and do nothing for too long because, you know, it just costs money for the university. So I had this special exam for my very last exam in university, and I was the only one taking it. So it was only me, the professor, and like the attendants. It was just, you know, sitting there in a corner just making sure I wasn't cheating. And it's just like good vibe. It was like the professor comes in after like halfway, like, hey, there's sport, you got any questions? And I'm like, oh, hey there, how are you doing? Yeah, it's fine, it's a bit crowded today, but this question right here, am I understanding correctly? And they're like, yeah, it's good, like, hey, nice. It was so good. And then I got like an email an hour after I walked out of the test because they had already corrected it. Because there was no other to correct. So they just like corrected my test over lunch, sent me an email and just said like, hey Mark, yeah, you got a B. You're an engineer now, congrats. And I'm like, oh, well, that was quick. I think that's my closest experience to this. It was really fun. He wasn't a fan of, you know, just random unnecessarily obnoxiousness. Oh, I wonder why. There are so many people that are fans of unnecessary obnoxiousness. Not very many people above the age of 13, perhaps, but... why do people do this at Walmart? It's just, you're just bothering, like, employees that barely want to be there in the first place. Like, ugh, man. Well, if there is something I've learned today that is very inclusive and accepting of, you know, everyone in the world, is that influencers are insufferable no matter which country. Moving on. When they kick you out of the wedding photos because you don't want to wear what everyone else does. You were wearing that? I mean, sure, you could make that argument if it's like, oh, everyone else has a black suit and mine is very dark blue. It's like, okay, it would be a bit silly to be kicked out for that. But like, you're literally going there like it's a masquerade party. I don't think I would want that in my, you know, wedding pictures either. This is a very understandable standard. What are you talking about? Oh my god, I can't be the main character in somebody else's wedding photo. Outrageous. What does this world come to? Never have so few taken so much from so many and done so little. Me. No one cares what you think. Stop quoting yourself like your opinion matters. Yeah, did you just make up a quote to sound intelligent and you just attribute it to yourself? Oh, that's so cringe. Oh, like a wise man once said, that's pretty cringe, bro. The click. Got him. Man, that joke sounded way better in my head, but you know, I'll own it. I'll own it. NYC biker versus dog owner. You are unthinkable.
You're not even apologizing!
I know, I don't need to.
You're a pedestrian! You get to do whatever you want!
You're a pedestrian! I don't think I've ever heard the word pedestrian used in a way that is very close to, like, being derogatory.
You were there illegally. You're right. You were there illegally?
What I always find so amazing about this kind of stuff is why people care to escalate these things to this point. Like... one thing about life that I have learned throughout my many years on this earth is that you pick your battles, man. This is definitely not a battle worth picking. Like, what do you want to happen? I mean, in absolute worst case, you pick a fight with the wrong person and you get heckin' stabbed. It's like, why pick fights for no reason? It's so stupid. And they're just going on. Okay, hold on. It's still... Go around the block? Yeah, yeet! She's going after him! She was actually going after him! Lady, don't you have anything better to do with your life? I don't get people that, like, engage in these, like, smallest, pettiest conflicts and try to escalate it and won't let up. Like, what exactly are you expecting to happen? Like, this... Oh my god, I swear to god. You see, traffic. It turns people into something that doesn't happen anywhere else in the world apart from the internet. Restaurant employee walking up to me. Excuse me? Miss, we are closing right now. Okay, I can finish. Yeah, get it. You know this restaurant closing? You know, it's probably like, 11 or 12 in the evening. Everyone wants to go home to their family or just sleep. And it's like, oh, wait, we gotta wait for this TikTok girl to finish off her dance. We're not even getting paid for this. Yeah. Wow. What a victim. Oh, no. Well, laddies, lasses, and lasses, I do hope you've lost faith in humanity throughout this video because... Yeah, there was no twist to that. Anyway, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you in the very near future, you beautiful bean. Mwah.